question. You would run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, trains out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
So there's been a few, but people take drugs, don't they, in boxing? They all take drugs, I'd say. All of them.
Really?
Yeah. I'd say they're all abusing performance enhancers or weight strippers or whatever they're going to do to take drugs. I think they all take drugs. All athletes.
Define all. Who's
everybody?
Well, obviously you're not talking about yourself, so.
No, that's been in here. Have you had that on you the whole time? No, have you had it on you the whole time? Are you sure? Yeah.
Can you explain that uppercut?
Have you had that on you the whole time? Have you had that on you the whole time? Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure?
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. You already know what time it is, man. And once again, time reveals all truth. Once again, time reveals all truth. And this is disgusting. Let me do a quick roll call. Eric H, Big Homie Cool, Mike Lawson, Macados, Mac of the South, my brother, salute. Slim Hussein, Rick Blackwell, Dwayne Jones, Simon Bridgman, John Pounds, Bear Cave Entertainment. Yeah, buddy. Wonder who that is. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Rod Neal, Jay Boomin, Combat Tool Bag, salute. My brother, Oak Park Boxing in the building. My brother, the Brothers UK, salute. CT Fat Boy, where you been, bro? Jermaine Jubilee, salute. Ryan Wright, Robert Singleton, Black Alpha, 88 Sports Talk, Edgar Chavez. There he is, MP.
What the fuck?
Salute. Go subscribe to my brother, Combat Tool Bag. Up, Condo. What up, bro? How you feel? OTB Boxing School, salute, man. How you? J.A. Jerome Truitt, Jelly Bean, DB Martha Track. On commentary with St. Louis. What up? Rink Dragon, how those Kings doing? Great Vibes Ray, my brother, salute. Always supporting. J. Wayne Citizen. Todd French. Shogun 76. Ratchet since 91. I Magnificent. What up? Unique Dawn, salute, sis. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Because we about to cook this morning. Who's we? Sensei, how you feel?
Yo, good morning, man. Salute to everybody, man. Glad to be here. I got my knife, my fork, and my spoon. I even got my salad fork. I'm ready.
Let's get it, because it's funny how a plan comes together like the A-Team. I didn't know you was off from work today, and I got this news, and salute to my brother Terrence Bailey. He sent this to me. My brother Cano Loco Sports in the building, salute. Don Juan DeMarco, salute. He sent this to me, and I researched it, and then 2 other family members sent it to me. So I did some research, and I actually went to the interview, and I couldn't believe it. Actually, I could believe it, but the fact that I still have to talk about this is disturbing. Demon Kennedy, salute. Now, this fella, his name is Carlos Padilla. and you're reading it correctly. Carlos Padilla admits to cheating for Manny Pacquiao. The fella on the lower right-hand side, his name is Nadal Hussein. All right, and Carlos Padilla is not new to the game. And I'm gonna let the sensei bring y'all up to speed. Carlos Padilla, who you see here pictured with Manny Pacquiao, is old school. Sensei, let everyone know how old school Carlos Padilla is.
Carlos Padilla goes all the way back into the early career of Marvelous Marvin Hagler, Roberto Duran, and was famously the referee for the Thriller in Manila with Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier's third and final fight. He was a respected referee in the sport and had an opportunity to referee huge bouts. Now, what's so fascinating about today's subject is the fact that Carlos Padilla hails from the Philippines.
Yep.
And when he was tabbed the referee of the Ali Frazier trilogy fight, he's a very small man in comparison to the two heavyweights that were fighting. So that was interesting within itself, but he was the most experienced and prominent referee that they could have for that fight in that region, from that region. And I think they kind of wanted him to be, representing the Philippines, as an official for that big fight. So all of those things being said, he had that type of opportunity and he actually did a decent job. But it's interesting that with today's subject, he felt comfortable enough to disclose what he did disclose, but be concerned about what hasn't been disclosed, people. I don't want you to sleep on this one iota, because remember, the truth crushed to the earth shall always rise. It doesn't matter if you're on scene to see it or not, but it happens. Because as Drew often says, a lie is what?
A long way to the truth.
There you go.
So we're going to get there. And I didn't want to play the interview because, copyrights and things like that. But what I did was I found these quotes. And I want to let y'all guys know, man. Look, let me bring this down for a second. Let me let you guys know, man. We're not on here just blowing smoke. This is boxing. And Monster, what up, brother? And I see the family Brown on boxing. Devin Blocker, salute. Tay D, what up? If I missed you, just know I love you. People see detractors, they like to run over to our channels and say that we're whining every time we find something strange. How many times were we supposed to close our channels and go away or jump ship? Deontay lost. Close your channel. You understand? When Floyd loses, close your channel. I wasn't doing content when Floyd was fighting. But I remember reading that. All the black channels supposed to close their channel if Floyd lost. He never lost. When Devin loses, close your channel. Any black fighter, close your channel. When someone loses or have a hard time, close your channel, close your channel. You know what that was about? It was deeper than just racism. We know it's obvious racism, but it was about, shut up, you're about to blow the spot. And as long as the fighter that they support was on the winning end, whether corruption was at play or not, they didn't care. Which is why I call those guys fanatics of fighters. I'm not a fanatic of no man. I'm a supporter. There's a difference. I'll say it again. I'm not a fanatic of no one. I know, because you do know that term fan is short for fanatic. There was a movie with Wesley Snipes and Al Pacino. It was called The Fan. And Al Pacino played this Was it Al Pacino? It wasn't Al Pacino. Was it Al Pacino? Storm, was it Al Pacino or was it wait a minute. NY Forever 777, salute. It was De Niro. Thank you. It was Robert De Niro. He played a super fan that was a fucking stalker. And what do we have roaming around in our chats? We're not the rock stars. But what happens? Trolls are fanatics. Either they're fanatics of you or they're fanatics of the person you're talking about. Thank you, family. Thank you, family. It was Robert De Niro, not Al Pacino. And as long as your fighter is on the receiving end of something that you perceive as good, corruption is irrelevant. No. When Jarrell Big Baby Miller popped dirty, what did we do over here? I know I'm on record saying, yo, I don't fucks with AJ, but what the fuck was he trying to do? Kill him? I was not with that shit. What, he had like 4 different things in his system? I said, come on, dogs. What are you trying to do? And I up you one better than that. When I saw him in person, I told him to his face, I said, bro, what was you doing? He said, I know. I said, bro. And he gave me the look like, yeah, I know. I'm going to be all right, though. I got you. I said, all right, bro. We shook hands and took a picture. You cowards can't do that. You don't care. Oh, okay, at least he won. Why do you think I played those Fury clips in the beginning? Let me ask the families a question. There's 100 people in here now. Let me get my champ side on. Salute to my brother Champ Side, the baddest brand in the land. Every time I do this, I credit him because this is why I heard it first. Press 1 if there's cheating and corruption in boxing. Press 1. Press 2 if you disagree. Why is it that I can hold Jarrell Miller accountable to his face? I'm not saying, oh yeah, no, it's not about that. It's not about that. It's like, yo, do we love the sport or not? Do we love the sport or not? Are we fight fans? Are we fans of fighters? You can be both, but can you be realistic for once in your fucking life? Why did I play that clip of Tyson Fury? Never forget, and I'm telling you, here it is. Manny Pacquiao's retired or whatever he's doing. He's a senator. And this ref, out of nowhere, literally said he cheated for him. Literally. If I'm, what's his brother's name? If I'm Nadal Hussein, I sue the fuck out of the WBC because this was a WBC event. I sue their ass because of that decision. He blew his chance. Now he, who has no fan base, he, who a majority of you don't even know who the fuck he is, or if you do, you don't remember him or not even thinking about him. I don't know what he's doing. He's probably home on the couch, out of shape, working a conventional job, raising a family. And every time he saw Manny Pacquiao make hundreds of millions of dollars, he's sitting at home saying, man, I'll beat that guy. That's supposed to be me against Josh Clottey. That's supposed to be me facing off with Floyd Mayweather. That's supposed to be me against Shane Mosley. That's supposed to be me against Miguel Cotto. And I know when I went down to the Philippines, I got robbed. But because I am who I am, nobody believes me. We just had Prince Charles Martin on here. And he told his story. And he said, yo, it's like no one wanted to hear it. No one believed me. He went over to the UK. They had him sparring, hard sparring, 10 days out of fighting Anthony Joshua, who was perceived back then a killer. He's sparring a trailer load of Africans, all of them are big, busting up his ribs. His main head coach authorized that. And when he said, yo, you know what? Everybody was in on it. When we had Freddie Pendleton on there telling us about the Felix Trinidad fight, you couldn't tell me when I saw that live that man ain't lay down and throw that fight. 25 years later, I talked to him. He said, nah, I got poison. I said, oh, shit. I don't lead the witness. I ask questions. What happened? That's all you got to ask. And Freddie said, oh, my trainer put some shit up my nose. You saw how it ended. We had DeVarrell Williamson in here. And I played that clip. He said, yeah, you know, he said, oh, what was that? See? In live action, you might miss some shit. Prince Charles Martin was the only person who said, I never seen a glove do like that, talking about Fury's glove. He was the only person that said it. But I know he lost to AJ, he's a hater, right? Right? So I asked y'all, is there cheating in boxing? That's my question. I didn't see not one person press number 2. You ask anybody in the sport of boxing, is there cheating in boxing? I don't want to hear no long-winded answer. Just say yes or no. Because if they say no, your next question should be, I don't care if they're a promoter, a manager, a cut man, anybody, trainer. Just say, okay, so your next fight, tell your guy don't send anyone to check the opponent's hand wraps. And they're going to look at you funny, like, huh, what? Yeah, there ain't no cheating in boxing, though, right? What almost happened to Shane Mosley versus Margarito? When we watched Miguel Cotto versus Antonio Margarito, all we thought we saw was a classic boxer versus a puncher, and the puncher came out on top. That's all we thought we saw. And we didn't think about it. We just said, hey, man, Miguel lost, he'll be back. And then when Brother Nas caught Margarito at the pay-per-view, and then we found out the story behind what was happening, because all we heard during the pay-per-view was, oh, there's some thing going on back in Margarito's locker room, and Nazim and Shane, they're threatening not to come out. I said, what the fuck's going on? Came out, Mosley whooped his ass. It wouldn't have mattered if he had bricks in the gloves because he didn't touch Shane not one time that night. Every time Shane's back hit the ropes, he spun around, kept in the center of the ring, and he knocked Margarito out. And then it wasn't until later that week we found out about the plaster in the gloves. And then we said, oh, shit, Miguel. You go back and watch what happens at the end of that fight. Miguel's face is busted up. We never seen him look like that ever. He's like a fucking monster. He's spitting blood out his mouth. His wife and kids are crying in the fucking front row. Backstage, she says in Spanish, I want you to stop this. I want you to retire. He kissed his wife on the forehead. He said, this is all I know how to do. That shit hurt me. And then I said, this motherfucker tried to kill Miguel. What the fuck? What the fuck? Yo, on the street level, you know what that was supposed to be. There wasn't supposed to be no rematch. No, absolutely not. He tried to kill Miguel Cotto. And then, y'all remember I had Kermit Cintron on here? You remember I had Kermit Cintron on here? Cheated him twice. Did anybody go to Kermit and say, well, that's your fault? Your camp should have checked the gloves. Not everybody knows what to look for. O'Shaquie Foster. Almost got him too. And this goes on and on and on. Canelo, clenbuterol. The list goes on. AJ, testosterone exemptions. Which Big Baby claimed, he said, I knew about that, so I was going to be juiced up too. The difference is you got caught, my man. Tyson Fury. I got COVID, but I'm going to be out and about with no mask on, renting cars in the casino, taking pictures with people. Then I'm going to go see my sick daughter and come back and get injections in my elbow. Nobody said anything. I was at the fight. Let's go to the first fight. I wasn't there, but I watched Jack Reese give a goddamn 13 count. I said, whoa, what the fuck was that? I watched Deontay look like he smoked a big old blunt before the first bell rang. In the second fight, I watched the gloves deflated and wobbling around Fury's fucking hand. I saw a dent in my bro's head. And nobody said anything but us. In fact, I ignored the facts for 7 fucking days. I didn't want to hear it. But you can't ignore it. I was at the third fight. I watched the long count. I watched Deontay attempt to go to a corner, and Russell Mora sends him to another corner. But pause the count.
How about
Andre Ward said it was a long count. Andre Ward, a notorious hater, said it was a long count. Lennox Lewis said it was a long count, but it sounded like someone stopped him from talking. Russell Mora, you don't know who that is? Let me remind you. Look up Abner Morris versus Joseph Ekbeko. He got suspended for the job he did.
How about the referee being switched up at the 11th hour of the fight,
you,
and
Stormy.
the camps not even being notified of it? We were the ones who got word to the camp of the change in the referee at the 11th hour. See, these type of things are done because they're trying to stack the deck.
That's right.
You understand? And that's what the whole thing, when Drew says in concert, that's what that means. It's not just a phrase that's just thrown out there to provide you with some kind of a slang to say or something. No, that's a real term. Just like RICO is a real term.
Right.
And eventually it's all going to collapse, and it's going to collapse from within. It's not going to collapse from outside, where we who are on the outside are providing you with facts. Facts.
Do you know I had to
Hold on one second. Go back to the first fight with Wilder and Fury, and the referee Jack Reese comments after the fight. Think about what he said.
Listen
I
carefully.
did what was for the greater good of boxing. Who the are you to say what's for the greater good of boxing? Your job is to officiate a match between two men that illegal blows and fouling do not occur. You are not judge and juror. There was a time in boxing where referees did participate in the final scorecards. They did. The referees had a say-so in judging and scoring. But that's not this present day. So who the hell is Jack Reese to be able to come out and impose himself in such a manner and make these statements and not be held accountable for it? Because the first thing that will come to the mind of anyone with a grain of common sense is, you asserted yourself on this fight. What angle are you working from, and who's paying you? How about that?
Do you know, I was just online reading, and they said late switch Russell Mora will now be refereeing the heavyweight main event. And I'm reading this shit. It was right before I flew out to Vegas. And I said, what? And then I saw the name, and then my antennas went up. And I said, wait a minute. Why him? Ortiz. I think the guy that was supposed to referee was Ortiz. They moved him to the co-main. Ajagba versus the brother from Cuba. F.A. Jabba versus
Sanchez.
Frank Sanchez.
And the thing about this, Drew, I'll tell you, being such a big fight, and with Fury and Tyson, Fury and Wilder facing each other in that main event, Ortiz was the better ref for that fight anyway because of his size.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Being able to break these big men and everything, because you know this was a trilogy fight. There was a lot of hot blood and everything, so you would want someone who's really physically capable in case things kind of get out of hand or something like that. But they put an official in there who had a sordid background of allowing fouls.
Yep.
Put the shit together, people, for yourself. That's the last person that you would want in the fight that I just described of how it may come about. That's not the guy you want. And they happen to put him in there. That's the equivalent of putting the rooster in the hen house, ain't it?
Hey, if I'm not mistaken, and I could be, y'all could look this up. I think that was his first heavyweight world title assignment, his first one. Ortiz had several, I believe. So why the fuck they would pick that night to do that? A couple of days before I flew out to Vegas, I found that information out. I called Tate Jones. And I said, yo, do y'all know they switched the ref? He said, no. How the fuck do they not know? I said, bro, they switched the, bro, he had to call Malik and let Malik know. And they said, it don't matter, we got to end him in 4. And guess what? The fight was over in the 4th round. He blew the count. He blew the count, y'all. We was there. We was like, what the fuck? What are you doing? He's doing what he's paid to do. Now, here's why I'm bringing all this up, because it makes our case. I also brought up Antonio Margarito. I mean, we could go back to Panama Lewis and Aaron Pryor and Alexis Arguello, but nobody wants to hear about the black bottle because of the rematch. Nobody wants to hear it.
I have one to add for you too.
Go ahead.
When Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield fought in 1996, the referee of that fight happened to be one of the best referees in the sport at the time. It was Mitch Halpern, who unfortunately passed away not much longer after that fight.
I'm sorry, Stormy. It was Mike Ortega. I'm sorry, not Ortiz.
Ortega,
yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay. Now, Mitch Halpern, who was one of the best referees at the time, I had high hopes for him in the sport because I had watched him officiate several fights, high-profile fights. He was starting to get those fights, and he wasn't a man who had gotten they hadn't got in touch with him, if you understand what I mean with that.
Yeah.
And the first fight with Tyson and Holyfield, Tyson's people didn't like him. They felt like he favored Holyfield. So going into the second fight, and this just comes to me now, my goodness, that I'm saying this. I never thought about this before, and I will reveal my thoughts in a moment. Going into the rematch, they said that they didn't want that guy back for the rematch. And so they had given a list of officials to officiate the rematch. And Holyfield didn't care. Okay, he was like, let's just fight. Well, they went through their list of guys, Richard Steele, who had stopped Tyson and Ruddock early. You know, people remembered that and everything. So they said, no, we don't want Richard Steele. They didn't want Joe Cortez. They didn't want him, you know. So they settled on Mills Lane. So
let's get it out.
Yeah. So Holyfield was like, we love Mills Lane. So guess what? Mills Lane ended up disqualifying Mike Tyson due to the ear bite and everything, but he gave him a 2-point deduction and told him after the first bite, he's like, you do that again and you out of here. And Tyson did it a second time, even after he was warned by the referee and issued a 2-point deduction. He ended up being disqualified by the referee that they campaigned for. So that brings me to something that I just had an epiphany about. I don't know Mitch Halpern's life story, but the word has it that it was self-deletion. Maybe it wasn't. And I want you guys to listen closely when I say that. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe the chickens are really coming home to roost. And maybe Carlos Padilla's admission is deeper than you believe.
Y'all paying attention to detail? Are y'all paying attention? This is all happening for a reason, y'all. It's never on our time. You gotta understand, when we see shit in real time, you understand. Y'all do know that Wilder Fury 2 was before COVID. COVID seems like yesterday to us, right? Okay. We've had a lot of things happen since then. But it's never on our time. And I always said, when the truth starts coming out, we can't act like, oh my God, shit ain't happening. What the hell's happening? No. Things are happening right now that you'll never know. This shit with Padilla, I didn't see this coming. The Daniel Kinahan shit. Okay, let me read this super chat. And and salute to my brother Alfred. All right, check this out. He says, yep, and Morva got rewarded with a Canelo fight. Canelo, another cheater. And listen to this, y'all. I want you to listen carefully. The WBO organization hired him after he retired as a referee, because he's retired now. This was fairly recently. We know they cheated Wilder on purpose. Now, why is that important? WBO statement. Why is that important? All of these sanctioning bodies are in cahoots. So this guy has a fugazi record as a WBC ref. No, I'm sorry, just as a ref. I forget under which sanctioning body he worked for. Well, WBC. I think it's WBC.
Yeah, it was WBC. He wore WBC gear and everything.
Right. So now he's hired by the WBO. Owned by who? Bob Arum. Right? Owned by who? Bob Arum. I was half a Top Rank event with those Fury fights. Who's Bob Arum connected to? Or was connected to? Daniel Kinahan. Okay? He has a job.
Consulting fees, anyone?
Say it again, Stormy.
Consulting fees, anyone?
Y'all remember? Y'all think the WBA is any better? Huh? You see this? Remember her? Slap on the wrist. She's back judging fights. Y'all forgot? You see, now I'm talking to the black people now. We cannot, I repeat, we cannot have short-term memories. Don't worry. That's why we're here. That's why we're here. And salute to N-Shake Street Fighter. What's up, bro? Mr. Black, where you been, bro? Good to see you. Phenomenal Mexican. I'm sorry. Big Dog Willie. Super chat. He said Khan took a dive against Canelo. Prostate facts. Yeah, I believe you, bro. That was in Earth 519. Hamza S. Salute. Nicholas Levy. Now, we wanted to season you up. This is not really about Fury. It's included. But we're painting the picture. We said other names. Boxing is fucked up. And the chickens are coming home to roost. What is it? All right, now, Jay Will comes in here. Obviously, he's from the UK. He says, any chance to cry over Wilder getting bent over? Don't block him. Fury got up and beat Wilder's ass both times. Tell Wilder to stop twerking. I want to make this guy a rock star. Hold on, let me read this text real quick.
And just know, when you get those kind of comments like that, that very well may be the person themselves or someone directly linked to them. Coward.
Yeah, he's a coward. He's a coward. But
come on out. Be who you are.
Yeah, I'm talking to a guy named Jay from behind a icon, so he don't want to put no picture up there. You know, so
what are you, a homo?
Obviously, you can't type regular in the chat, so he can't wait 6 weeks. This is why I have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is why I have it 6 weeks. First of all, let's analyze this comment. I use Wilder because it's the most recent example of corruption in the sport. I don't have to attack Tyson Fury or Bob Arum because they're already on the ropes with this Daniel Kinahan shit. That speaks for itself. He says any chance to cry over Wilder getting bent over, and then he refers to twerking. What is this obsession with Deontay Wilder's bum? And you said getting bent over?
And let me show you how idiotic his choice of words may be. Because you have to understand, remember, I talk about this all the time on my platform. Words are powerful, and comprehension is even more important than understanding how to read. Now, the first part of that sentence, any chance to cry over Wilder getting bent over. Let me tell you something. Chat, Drew, everybody that's listening. Wilder was fucked. He was, but not in the sense that you're alluding to, because there was collusion, and there was an concerted effort to take the man that represented something far more than what you understand to be boxing and have him ripped away from that position, okay, title in tow, so that they can impact the sport in a manner of which what you're seeing now, all of the shit is rising up. It really truly is. And the strength of what was there, for lack thereof of any other kind of understanding that you might think you have. This is so that if they surround you with so much BS, you won't know the good from the bad, how to cipher this or that or whatever. But understand, we always stood strong. So has Wilder. And cream rises to the top. Undoubtedly. And remember what his statement was about Proverbs? When you have stolen, the chickens are coming home to roost. Anybody seen Daniel Cunningham?
No.
Oh, he's over in Africa now, huh? Africa. Who's in Africa, people? They don't look like him.
So, Jay Will, aka Tyson Fury, or whoever from the Fury camp is, you have an obsession with bending men over and focus on Wilder's black ass. I'm not going to tell him to stop twerking because I know you like it. So send me another super chat thanking me. I'm not going to tell him to stop twerking because I know you like it. He's doing you a favor. Stop fighting it. Get out of your mama's flat and walk on your own too. You need that 4 pounds you just sent me. Dude, let me explain something to you. We are winning over here. We are winning over here. There was more focus on Deontay Wilder's fight against Robert Helenius than there is on Tyson Fury fighting Del Boy Derek Chisora. There's more focus on Deontay Wilder's next move, which is probably going to be Andy Ruiz Jr., than there will be against an undisputed match against him versus Alexander Usyk. And salute to my brother Mo Boxing, because yesterday he said you're known worldwide. I said I don't know. I'm just a guy from the Bronx. This guy just sent me some pounds. What time is it over there in the UK? I don't know. If you're even in the UK, I don't know. But you're here watching us. And ain't no one checking for you, Jay Will. But let me give you a note of it, some advice. Stop focusing on man's ass. Seriously, all right? And, you know, okay, y'all want me to be a little petty. I know you're mad. I know you're mad. How about this? Let's make a deal. Maybe I'll hit D up and be like, yo, could you stop twerking, please? If you tell Fury to stop doing shit like this.
Tyson Fury being spoken to by Ben Davison. And there's the moment, the pre-fight kiss. I have never, ever seen that before.
And when has Deontay Wilder ever done anything like that?
I don't know. I've never seen it. I've seen Fury pick up men while they're wearing their skivvies.
And how about the fact that though there are some people that speak positively of him, but I don't like the guy either. Derek Chisora, he has openly stated that Tyson Fury is a cheater, and nobody has said any damn thing.
I did a whole show about that.
He openly said it.
Jay Will.
At one time, he may talk about it further, but he just said, let's just leave it at, he said it.
Where I have the audio.
Where are the people covering it and agree? No, but Deontay Wilder said, hey, something's not right. And you guys do videos, you have panels, you have discussions, you make memes and all this other stuff. But what about what Derek Chisora said?
So cheating is possible, but when
And
Deontay
he
said
already fought Tyson twice.
about to do it a third time, and I have the audio, and y'all just went right over it. You UK motherfuckers went right over it like it
And
didn't
that's
happen.
not
No,
old audio. This is recently.
this was like last month.
Yeah, since they decided to fight each other again.
He said
He
it.
said these things.
And y'all gonna brush it off. You know why? Because you know he's gonna lose, so it don't matter. It doesn't matter. He said it. I played the audio here. I played it on my show. He said it. So you don't have to attack us. You got motherfuckers right there on your sword. But you know what? Who am I, man? Wait a minute. It's pop culture over there. Pop, life. Oh, that's what y'all do over there. That's what you do. Say I'm wrong. Say I'm wrong. Where's Conor Ben right now? Where's Conor Ben? I want to know. I want to know what was really going on with Nigel Ben in the 90s. Y'all know where I'm going with that. I know where I'm going with that. Y'all know what he did. Tyson Fury, drugged up. Drugged up. Tampering water, asking, water can't get poisoned, but he's asking where the water came from. After he knocked out Dillian White, and right here, after he allegedly beat Wilder. He asked his cousin, where'd this water come from? He said, over there. He said, no, thank you. I said, what the fuck is that? Shelly Finkel's looking like, what the fuck? Yeah. But it's all impossible. We're just making excuses. No. What you did was you sent 4 pounds to get it off your bird chest. But as expected, like some of you UK motherfuckers, use a dick blower. Literally use a dick blower. You worried about a man's ass? What the fuck is wrong with you? That's not UK humor. That's just you. Why are you worried about twerking? Why are you worried about twerking? You see, the difference is when you see Fury running around with a blazer and no coat on, I'm like, yo, button that shit up. Don't nobody want to see that shit. You were like, when Deontay's twerking in front of his gorgeous wife and just goofing around on his property in front of his kids, you're like, get out the way, get out the way. I need to see his black ass. You see, that's what you colonizers really, when y'all went to Africa, y'all never seen dicks so big. Y'all went like this, and went like this, and went like this, and went like this, and said, no, we got to castrate them. That's what you did. But 500 years later, we still here. And it's still men like Deontay Wilder being produced in all 4 corners of the globe, and you can't stand it. That man is 214 pounds, hitting like a Mack truck, and your fat fucking coke sniffing, bald headed, cheating ass, cracker ass, bitch ass, punk ass gypsy had to cheat to win. That's what happened. And the chickens are coming home to roost. I can't wait till they catch Daniel Kennedy, because he owes no loyalty to any of you. He owes no loyalty to any of you. And when he takes the stand, he's throwing everybody. You remember that scene that we just did, New Jack City, Sensei? You remember that scene? Look at him, Kareem Akbar. Yeah. Look at him, Bob Arum. Look at him, Lou DiBella. Y'all all going down. And nobody who's made that money owes anything to the fucking fighters. There's a no-fly list. And I don't mean to make this sound long-winded, but this is all relevant to the story we're gonna talk about in a second. Boxing is fucked up, and who fucks it up? The powers that be and fans that don't give a shit. I was just talking about in the beginning of the show. All right, I'm a fan. I'm a fan, if you want to use that word. I'm a fan of fighters, but I also call fighters out on their bullshit. I was rooting for Big Baby Miller, but he fucked himself. Yeah, nobody did that but him. He did it. I mentioned Antonio Margarito. And dude, Jay Will, if you're a black man, kill yourself. Kill yourself.
2 times.
2 times. Kill yourself, find a Haitian, resurrect yourself, kill yourself again. Walking Dead, because you are indeed the Walking Dead. You're the worst of the worst. That's if you're black. But if you a cracker, if you a nigga, that's kill yourself twice. But if you a cracker, typical. Typical. This is a sad state of affairs. We're talking about the safety of the sport. It's already barbaric as it is.
What I'm most proud of is how we stick to our guns.
That's right.
We talk about boxing. They talk about us. We talk about what you need to know about. They talk about us.
I want to see. Go ahead.
It's a consistent thing. You know why? I'm going to tell you why. And this hurts. It hurts a lot. It's because there are some people who are so indoctrinated into enslavement that the mere thought of liberation, and for those of you who do not know what that word means, look it up, please. I told you, understanding words, because they can be very powerful tools in life. Liberation is something that they will die to prevent.
Yeah.
And every time Drew Titan does a show and talks about subjects like today, or I do what I do, and 78, and Black, and CC, and we all do what we do as a community out here, the despisement for that is because enslavement isn't a part of this process.
That's right.
Liberation is key. And liberation comes from here. Okay? Because even when your body is restricted, does your mind still allow you to see the other side of the world? Anybody remember when Mandela was in prison, how he talked about seeing himself elsewhere? Yeah. So there are those who can't see above their eyebrow. So that means they cast their eyes down. Well, as long as you keep your head down and your neck bowed, you can expect something to enter the rear. Yeah, I said it. So y'all stay there, and we'll walk across your necks and your heads as we ascend to greater heights. But understand that enslavement isn't a part of this process at all. Rebellion is a motherfucker.
You see, let me be very clear. To you motherfuckers that say, hey man, I don't fuck with the LDBC, I'm a free thinker. As if everybody in the LDBC aren't adults. Not everybody agrees on fights. Not everybody, we don't have, the majority of us don't have the same thought process as far as outcomes of fights are concerned. Some do, some don't. But one thing we do have in common is community. And we think that's very important. Community. The word unity is in community. Okay? So that's what we're about. We're building over here. So you think you came over here and disrupted? No, you actually proved our point. Jay Will, the coward behind the pulsing letter. And you proved my point. I just said, before I got to your super chat, I just said, part of the problem with boxing is fanatics like yourself. We're over here talking about corruption, and I'm about to get to the article in a minute, but we're talking about corruption and how this article from this longtime referee admitting that he did something proves our point. And you come in here talking about Wilder's butt. You came in here talking about Wilder's butt. What is wrong with you, dude? I don't have to clown you. You clowned yourself. You dropped $5 or 5 pounds or whatever to talk about Wilder's ass. What the fuck is wrong with you? But like Alfred said, you need to tell Fury to stop kissing other men. No videos about that. No videos on the UK side that I don't watch what the UK does. Because when I say it's LDBC or nothing, I really mean that. There's a few exceptions, you know, Boxing Eagles family, Champ Sider's family, y'all know that. But for the most part, it's LDBC or nothing. So I don't know what they're doing. Why don't you go over to Spencer Fearon and Tunde's channel, where they won't talk about Daniel Kinahan, where they won't talk about Fury and cheating and cocaine and gloves and corruption, where they won't talk about that. There's 1,000 other UK channels. Does Fury show up on those smaller platforms like how Deontay shows up here, like how Bill Haney shows up here? Do they? No, you got to come here and see what's being said, because we are the movement. We're the fucking move. What are you talking about, dude? So you think you're coming over here to disrupt? No, you're proving our point. Twerking? You still talking about twerking? You talking about a grown man goofing around with his wife and his kids? What is wrong with you? I know what's wrong with you. You're gay. Mr. Blop, salute. He said, I've been on tour, bros. It's almost over, but I got time today. The homies in some shocking, but always in the back of the mind news. No doubt, bro. And be safe, man, and stay safe on tour. When you're moving from state to state, city to city, it can get crazy, man. But you prove our point, dude. You prove our point. We're talking about corruption. You're talking about Wilder's ass. I mean, really think about that. It's funny, but it would be funny if it wasn't so sad. We're talking about corruption in the sport, and you're talking about Wilder's ass. What? Let me hit that for you one time.
What are you, a homo?
Absolutely, you are. St. Cruising, where you been, brother? My brother 88 Sports Talk in that super chat, he says, in an interview, Chisora said that they put stuff in the contract that he couldn't really go in on Fury cheating. Cheating ways basically to shut up as a fight that is. Bro, I did the show on it. Thank you for reminding me. There's shit in the contract that he's not allowed to talk about. In reference to him cheating, he said there was some cheating going on. He said it. I played it for you. It's on YouTube. But there's no videos about that, though. It's only an American thing, right? He said it on British TV. What? Come on, stop. This show is the I told you so, because now we have a referee who admitted, because this is for the Pac-Tards. I know y'all are gone, but y'all still listening.
Hey,
we told you.
And isn't it wonderful and divine that he's a Filipino and he talked about how he cheated for Manny. And that was one of the biggest scams running in the sport of boxing. They told him this guy is important for boxing.
Bro,
they told him that.
They told him that.
So it was already mapped out for Manny, y'all.
It was premeditated.
It was mapped out for him. Why didn't he ever pop dirty? Moving from those lower minimum weight classes, knocking people out that were 40 pounds, 50 pounds heavier than him eventually, right? Why did his head go from this size to this size? And no one questioned the thing but us. But this is the chickens coming home to roost. And you have to take the old bastard, Padilla's, word for it, because he's telling you the truth.
That's right.
We didn't angle him. He didn't even come on this platform and say that. He said that at the WBC convention. How about that?
Yep. I don't know if these motherfuckers get senile with old age. Motherfuckers like, no, you shouldn't have said that. Too late. We heard it. This was, I think, 26. This is a couple of days ago now. 2 days ago now. Robert Brown says this man is American heavyweight champion, can't even come to America. Y'all forgot about that? Jay Will, drop another super chat and talk about that. Talk about why he can't fly here. Him and his whole fucking family can't come here. Even the babies. They can't come here. There's about 1,000 people on a no-fly list through that MTK Global and Daniel Kinahan shit. Talk about that. And Deontay's twerking over there. Yep, you can't come here. You can't come here. Matter of fact, I'm going to go take a piss on your property. Man, someone should send the hood over to his property right now. I mean, no one's cut the lawn in how long? Is his property in Vegas up for sale yet?
What kind of TV he got up in there? What kind of TV? I might need me a new big screen.
Word up, send some Crips over there to snatch some fucking flat screens off the wall. I know he had food in the refrigerator. That shit is spoiled. What's going on over there?
The one thing you ain't gonna find over there is some coke, though.
Oh, he done
That's been
sorted
removed.
that. There's no
That's been
8 balls
removed.
over there. You want to fucking talk to me? I could clown him, but I'm not. Let's stick to the facts.
But he has to be ready. That's
Fellas, that was an extremely slow count on both of those knockdowns. I don't know what that was about for more, but that was an extremely slow count on both of those knockdowns.
Andre, they should be counting here ringside, and they picks up
That
the
was an
count.
extremely slow count on both of those knockdowns.
We'll measure that. We were talking about long counts.
Yeah, but you're right. You know, he's got to take the count from the guy at the ring, the guy beside the.
2 knockdowns for Wilder. Just when he looks wobbled, he answers with a thunderous right hand.
They said
Come
to
on, man.
Lennox, shut your black ass up.
They said to Lennox, they started tapping him. Shush, 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 shush. Say nothing.
Give him this sign right here. They were, nigga. Hey, listen. He was about to say, I'll finish it for him. He's supposed to pick up the count from the guy that counts outside the ring.
Thank you.
That's the official count. When the body touches the canvas, that person outside the ring starts the count. It doesn't matter what the referee is saying. It's the person outside. That's the true timekeeper making an assessment of the count, and Mora totally ignored him, not paid no attention to it, redirected Wilder into several different corners, and resumed his count from where he last stopped.
He stopped at 5, redirected Deontay, and picked it up at 5. He lost 2 to 3 seconds off of that. Fury was gone. Get the fuck out of here, man. Get out of here. Jay Will, send another super chat, though. I'll take your money, faggot. Now, let's get to this article. Filipino referee Carlos Padilla admits to cheating Nadal Hussein in his 2000 bout with Manny Pacquiao. The Gusty Hussein, known as Skinny, fought superbly and had Pacquiao badly hurt in the 4th round. Ladies and gentlemen, go watch the fight. He knocked him down with a jab. I'm dead serious. He dropped Manny with a jab. Manny fell on his fucking face. All right? 4th round. Leaving him dazed after knockdown, after knocking him down to the canvas with a left jab. Look! See? With a left jab. He knocked Manny down with a left jab, y'all. However, the Filipino referee Carlos Padilla appeared to give his countrymen a long count, and the hometown hero rallied to eventually win the fight late via TKO due to a bad cut for Hussein. Padilla admitted in a recent YouTube interview with the WBC that he had deliberately prolonged the count to allow Pacquiao time to recover. I'll read it again. He admitted in a recent YouTube interview with the WBC that he deliberately prolonged the count to allow Pacquiao time to recover.
Now, did they also
what? Go ahead.
Did they also state that what was Padilla's last officially refereed fight?
His last official fight?
It was this one.
This was his last fight? Oh shit.
Play Uncle what's his name right now. What is it?
Kind of pretty before it gets started, ain't it? Oh, Froggy when he did ride Crambo. Froggy when he did ride Crambo.
What? This was his last fight?
Yes, sir.
Oh shit. Yo! Oh, he got their ass 20 years later, literally. 22 years later, he got their ass.
Woo!
Oh, shit. Let's read on. Then deliberately interrupted the action once again as Hussein was trying to finish him off to deduct a point from Hussein. So he slowed down the count and then took a point. if that weren't enough, he said that the cut that would give Manny Pacquiao the stoppage win was actually caused by a headbutt from Pacquiao, which would have resulted in a point deduction from the Filipino, but falsely declared it was instead caused by a punch. Then later, he accused the doctor to rule the cut too severe to continue, despite protests from Hussein. Bro, did y'all hear what I said? This guy Hussein, 22 years later, should be... Yo, I would go to the Philippines specifically and knock on his door and punch this nigga in his face and get the win that I was supposed to get back. Manny Pacquiao's career skyrocketed. This motherfucker, I don't know what he did after this. You know what? Let me look up his box record. Let me see what this man did after this, because this is enough to make you quit. And you know what? Stormy, I want to reach out. I need to know what he's doing. I want to know what he's doing. I want him on the show. He last fought in 2007. He fought Manny Pacquiao back in 2000. And it's recorded as a TKO loss. Goes on a win streak. Lost to Oscar Larios in 2004. Wins 3 in between. Goes to the UK. Pop culture. Lost to Scott Harrison. Wins 2. Loses to an Asian guy. Wins 2, then loses in 2007. He hasn't done shit. In 2007, Manny Pacquiao was on a tear. This guy's career got fucked off back in 2000 in the fucking Philippines. Okay? I want you guys to remember all of the Pactards. I want you to remember every last one of them. Now you got a fucking ref sitting here. Long count. Said a cut was caused by a punch, not a headbutt. And then deducted this man a point. And he was so fed up that he retired in 2007. Talk to me. You see what I'm saying? But we making shit up. We whining. We flow-mos and all kinds of weird shit. You understand? You see what I'm saying, y'all? I'm multitasking, y'all. You see what I'm saying? Let's read on. Let's read on. Here are a few excerpts from the interview in which has since been made private. Oh, they made the fucking interview private. Oh, shit. Too late. It's already out.
It's too late.
It's too late.
To turn back now.
It's too late to turn back now. Oh, it's too late. The fuck?
Oh, man.
He said it. It's in writing. And they look. The interview, which has since been made private. Why are they making it private?
Whoa! That's kind of pretty before it gets started.
Take that. They made it private, ladies and gentlemen. Why is the WBC hiding? You know, Mauricio Suleiman. Remember what he told us about
Shay girl.
Uh-oh. Well, what our sister say? Oh! He said too much, press 1. Oh my God. If that wasn't mine, I'd use that right now. He said too much, press 1. Champ side voice. Yes. Yes.
Woo!
Are you kidding me? What? Wait a minute.
What?
You kidding
Man.
me? Salute to Jerome Chewit in that super chat. He said, "Did y'all hear anything about Wilder turning down the Ruiz fight?" I ain't hear nothing about that. And Wilder could do whatever he wants to do. I don't know. I'll find out today. I'll find out today. I ain't hear nothing about
And
this.
stop trying to take the conversation in a different direction. Stop that mess. Ain't nobody talking about Ruiz right now. Nobody.
We'll find out. But whatever. Whatever. We'll get to that if it's real. Whatever. Salute to you. But yo, they took the interview down because I was just about to go look for it. I was gonna go look for it. As a matter of fact, let's do that. Real time. I'm going to go look for the interview right now. Let's see. Let's do this. I'm gonna search it right now. Okay. I see everyone else talking about it. Okay. I want the real interview. I see it on the short right here. Yo, the actual fight came up. The actual fight came up with Manny Pacquiao and Nadal Hussein. I want the fucking interview. Because I'll play the audio. But I can't find it. Wow.
I don't know if this is it, but Hendog put a link in the chat. I don't know what that is.
Let me see. Tonight. Let me see something.
For Manny Pacquiao.
Okay, that might be it. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pull the fuck up on my phone and we're gonna play the audio. We're gonna play the audio, y'all. All right. See, it ain't technology grand. Let's do it. It's the audio, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, salute to Blue Blood Sports TV out there. I had
My
just messaged him to let him know that we were on and covering this. And I asked Blue, hey, what can we do to help, man, to, keep putting out. He said, just keep on putting the truth out there. That's what he said.
Salute to my brother, Blue Blood Sports TV. He in the pocket right now. He says, salute to my bros, Drew Titan and Stormy. Loyalty over everything. This guy's in the trenches. He's in the pocket. He is accomplishing what most of these hating ass YouTubers want to accomplish. Y'all mad? Y'all really mad at Blue? Y'all really mad that someone reached out to him and said, we need you to try and assist in sealing this $1 million fight. Can you help us, Blue Blood, the YouTuber? And some of you motherfuckers just got mad. Y'all mad at Blue? Stay mad. You motherfuckers need to be sitting him down and paying him for information.
Right?
Because he is where you want your channel to be. Don't get mad.
Absolutely.
Don't get mad. This guy is the most thoughtful and he gives information that he should, realistically, he gives information to people that he should be charging for. You know what I'm saying? And he helps people. And this is the things he get. Listen, you got a problem with Blue, you got a problem with me. Don't get mad.
Absolutely.
You motherfuckers are just haters, man. But you guys talk shit. But watch his channel to get your goddamn news.
Yeah. You can't make this shit up, people. You cannot make this shit up.
Goofy ass motherfuckers. Let's play this, y'all.
This is an important fight for Manny Pacquiao because the winner, he will have a chance to fight for the World Championship. So I post for my coming back here.
Let me bring it back. Fair use, y'all. Let me bring it back. Listen to what he says.
This is an important fight for Manny Pacquiao.
They told him before the fight this was an important fight for Manny Pacquiao.
Because the winner, he will have a chance to fight for the World Championship.
Because if he wins, he would have a chance to fight for the World Championship.
So
fair use.
Post for my
this is for educational purposes.
coming back here straight. And you know the opponent, Hashim or whatever his name, is taller, younger, stronger, and dirty fighter.
They said his opponent was stronger, younger, and clearly a definitely better fighter.
Managed by Jeff Finnick, the trainer from Australia. So in the seventh round, I think Manny got knocked down. I thought he was going to get up because his eyes are like a cross iron.
So he said Manny got dropped and he thought he was going to get up, but his eyes was crossed, so he was in trouble.
I'm a Filipino, and everybody's Filipino watching.
I'm a Filipino, and everybody's Filipino. That's what he just said.
The fight. So I prolonged the count. You know,
I prolonged the count. What? Let us go.
How to do it. And when he get up, I see him. Hey.
Hold on. He said we prolonged the count. You know how to do it. You heard that? Let me bring it back a little bit.
And everybody's Filipino watching the fight. So I prolonged the count. You know, I know how to do it. And when he get up, I see him. Hey, are you okay? And that's prolonging the fight. Are you okay? Okay, fight. And then finish.
They're showing the fight right here. Knocked him down with a jab. 17 seconds on the floor. Fair use. Fair use. Don't fuck with me. Don't matter, because when I'm done here, I'm screenshotting this whole thing. Oh my God. Wait till you see this shit. Nato was fucking him up. Manny's on his bike.
He was not trained by Freddie Roach yet. He holds for his dear life. And
he said he wasn't trained back then by Freddie Roach, and he was holding for his dear life.
Push him. He went down again. I said, hey, to the opponent, you don't do that. You don't prolong it. You don't do that. Huh? That's what. Okay, judges. Get action.
So Manny was holding. Nato pushed him off. He fell. He said, don't do that. Looked at the judges and took a point. So what was a 10-8 round now magically went back to a 10-9 round.
In action. You know, Manny, still going.
This fight was supposed to get stopped, y'all. Wait till you see this. Steve Smoga stops this fight. Rich Steele stops this fight. Mills Lane, look. He's trying to get Manny off him. Manny wouldn't let go. So he waved at him, moved Manny's head. This motherfucker took a point because of that. He was trying to get Manny off him. That was not... Took a point. Look at that. Wait till you see this shit.
He batted the other guy. That's a cut. I said, I declare it a punch.
You hear that? He headbutted. Manny headbutted Nadal. Hope I'm not butchering his name. Headbutted him. Cut him. Clearly it was a headbutt. He ruled it a punch. He's saying it.
But it's if there was a bat, you have to stop the punch to the judges. Headbutt. That's a point the doctor. But
you're supposed to stop the action and go to the judges and say, rule the headbutt. He didn't do that.
If you don't do that, the fight continues, meaning to say it's a good punch. So, it's not really good and it's not really, you know. But I never stopped the doctor to say, I want to see it. Serious? Later on, I know, because they said, better knock that guy, Manny. Because, you know, you might be, we will be in trouble. So I know that the guy, but he's strong. And after the end of that round, I told the doctor physician, because he's on my left, and this is the neutral color, and I took the guy who got the cut when the doctor is approaching. But the other guy
he's laughing. It's 22 years later. He's fucking laughing, talking about, okay, Manny got. So let me bring this up to speed. Manny got dropped by a fucking jab. He was in trouble. He was holding on for dear life. Nadal was going to finish him. Manny kept grabbing. It's on here. Manny kept grabbing. Share that link again, please. Manny kept grabbing, which should have been a point deduction for Manny, but Nadal waved him, tried to get some space, so he nudged him with his arm. That's when this motherfucker stops the action and takes a point from Nadal. Later on, there was a headbutt. It was under the eye. After the round ends, he goes to the doctor and says, yo, look, he can't continue because of that cut. Stops the fight. It's ruled a TKO. So on his box rank as a TKO.
I'm pressing his back. Then the doctor, he already sensed what I mean. He climbed out.
It's funny now, right? He's laughing. You hear this, right?
It's my responsibility because as a referee, that's the best way to do it. Let the doctor stop the fight.
See that? The doctor stopped the fight.
But they
were in cahoots.
They know that it's my fault.
The doctor stopped the fight, but they know the ref and the doctor's in cahoots. He let the doctor stop it, not him.
My God, they want to the corner of the
Carlos Padilla.
Manny was getting his ass beat. He called timeout, sends Manny to a neutral corner, goes to the doctor. Doctor waves it off. There was no reason the cut was not man. Okay, the cut was on the side of the eye, but he could clearly continue. It was on the side of the eye. Right here. Waves it off. Bullshit. Okay. Big Easy, what up? Now, Pacquiao, y'all are fucking irrelevant. I'm gonna ask y'all again. Is it cheating and corruption in boxing? You see it. Click the link. You'll see it. Listen to what this motherfucker says. You'll see it. For those of you that got screen, I gotta make room on my phone. I'm gonna screen record this because the WBC apparently made this video private. Why'd they do that? Why'd they do that? You understand? This is big news.
That's like when they cut the camera off and Jack Johnson was whooping what's his name? James Jeffries.
Yeah, they cut it off.
They did one of these numbers, true. They was like
Whoa! What?
All of this shit is coming back full circle. I promise you.
And this comment here may or may not save Carlos Padilla's life. He might end up in a car accident or something. I'm just putting it out there. I'm just putting it out there.
That's funny. What if he wasn't ready for that to be his last fight? He said, okay, this is my last fight? Okay. There's somebody right now cringing like, oh my God, what the fuck is he talking about? Why would he do that? Are they going to run up on Senator Manny? What is Manny going to say? I don't know. I don't know.
Vote for me.
Yeah. Vote for Manny. Remember, vote for Pedro? Vote for Manny. Vote for Manny. Well, Manny, you know, this thing in 2000, you getting your ass kicked. You got knocked on your ass with a jab. What happened there? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, vote for Manny. Vote for Manny. I don't know. My Philippine people, I do my job. The fuck? Motherfucker. I'm gonna reach out to Trick. I don't even know if this dude speak English, but find out if Nadal Hussein has an Instagram and let him know Drew Titan wants to talk to him. And what are his thoughts? I know there's probably a ton of people reaching out to him right now. But if you want to have a real conversation, Mr. Hussein, you hit me up. You hit me up. Fuck all these other people. Fuck ESPN. Matter of fact, ESPN ain't gonna want to talk to you because Manny was their guy. Hashtag WBO. All right. You see Manny's far removed from the ring. He had a great career, made millions of dollars, and now he's just at home like, it's over. No, it's not. Because then just when you thought it was over, this shit pops up. But Manny, he could say, I was in the room taking the punches. I was taking the punches. I don't know anything about what happened around me. No, motherfucker, you guilty. In concert, motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? They all understand now. Do you understand? It's all connected. Manny Pacquiao, Antonio Margarito. Margarito, it was brought to my attention. He said that Manny's gloves was loaded. Isn't that special? Could it have been? Probably. But we don't know now. Now what? I want the Mexican fans who fucks with Margarito heavy go to the Pac-Tards and say, yo, your man cheated. What the Pac-Tards gonna say? Prove it. You can't. Just like y'all motherfuckers wanted Deontay to go get a toxicology report, as if that's the fucking norm after every boxing match. You don't know you're poisoned until later. Would you tell Freddie Pendleton to get a toxicology report? Oh, I don't believe he got cheated against Felix Trinidad. Well, what happened? Where's the toxicology report? Did you say that about Gamboa? He went and got a toxicology report. Why did he do that? Because he understands the atmosphere of this fucking sport. Now, I don't know what the result was of that. Maybe he got paid off to be quiet after that, but y'all remember when I spoke on that. Was he poisoned? I don't know. Somebody who speaks Spanish, go do some digging. I don't know. But he said it and he stood on it. And it is possible that they gave him some bread to keep his mouth shut. Who knows? Who knows? Tyson Fury had a sparring partner, Nicholas Hasbury, and that shit went viral online. He said there was egg weights in the gloves and everything, and he was fucking him up in sparring one day. The next day, every time Fury touched him, he felt it. No padding in the gloves. The video was all over YouTube. But y'all still side with that fucking guy? Go ahead. That tells me everything I need to know about you as a supporter of the sport. You're not a supporter. You're a hating-ass fanatic. A lot of you are racist. A lot of you are just ridiculous. I don't know if it's a UK American thing. I don't give a fuck about none of that. A cheater's a cheater is a cheater is a cheater. And if you co-sign this behavior, you are everything that's wrong with the fucking sport. And y'all think I'm playing when I say this. This shit's about to collapse from the outside, from the inside out. Then what you gonna do? Robert Singleton in that super chat, he said, had Hussein got the W, he would have fought let Wobble. Yeah. We wouldn't be talking about Manny Pacquiao. They'd have found another way to squeeze him in somewhere. Because after this was the steroids and the moving up and weight and all this other bullshit. It was a marketing scheme. He stopped the fight from Floyd for about 4 to 5 years. That was him and Bob Arum. Exactly, Hendor. Exactly. Exactly. It's all coming back. Here we are 22 years later. The dirt you did came right back. There's movies about shit like this, real life shit about this. The Creed movies. What was that about? Creed did something that resulted in a baby. And the mother was nice enough to go get his seed out of foster care. Because women are like that. A lot of women are nurturers. Real women are nurturers. I don't care how y'all feel about this. I'm just talking about the movie and making a point. She felt that the quote-unquote sins of her husband had nothing to do with that poor child. And the story was his mother died, and that's why he was in foster care. She said, well, I'm attached to that man. Let me go get his seed. Something that he did years ago came back. and Rocky lost a friend, but he was blessed with his friend's son that he knew nothing about. Y'all ever been in somewhere out of state or out of country and you run into your neighbor or you run into that dude you ain't seen in school for a long time and you say, oh shit, what up, homie? That's happened to me several times. I'm in a different state. I'm looking, I'm like, yo, bro, what up? It be some dude that lives up the block from me. I never talked to him a day in my life. Just see him in passing, give him a head nod. What up, what up? And now we're in a whole nother state, and now it's just us, two people from the Bronx. So we stick together. Now, flip it. Imagine if that was beef. Some nigga you've been beefing with for months, for years. And now you out of state, and who do you see? And now you somewhere where he knows thousands of people, and you're by yourself. Oh, God. Now you on vacation, you got to run for your life. Literally. See? That's why you need to quit bothering people. You need to quit bothering people. You understand? This is what I'm talking about. You get what you put out, good or bad. You get what you put out. This is not by mistake. He's saying this shit for a reason. He ain't that crazy. Is he crazy? He's crazy like a fox. Todd French in that super chat, much love, he said the Cranbro for Steele on how he did Meldrick, bro. Meldrick Taylor versus Julio Cesar Chavez. Why he wave it off like that? Bullshit. Bullshit. Salute to Richard Steele. Whoa! Take that! So anybody that calls us crazy, just ask him, is there cheating in boxing? They can't tell you, yeah, but not Deontay. Okay, slow down. Who's that ref in the third fight? What's his background? Wait, what's Fury's background? Okay, stop. Shut the fuck up. Have a nice tall cup of shut the fuck up. Do a 180-degree turn. Walk and just keep walking. Just keep walking. Walking until you're this big, until I can't see you anymore. Just get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Canelo? Clebuterol? Okay. Tony Margarito? Cheating gloves? Had Cotto had said something? No, you just lost. You just lost. Mira, you just lost. Mira. Then Shane Mosley catches his ass. Well, Brother Nas catches his ass. Now it makes sense. You remember the face-off? Miguel pulled out that iPad. He said, you didn't cheat me? He said, no. He zoomed in on this motherfucker's knuckles. The shit had gravel in the fucking wraps. He said, what's that? And all what Margarito did, he smiled. Yeah. That's the I'm caught, you got me, motherfucker. Yeah. When Miguel bust his eye up and stared that motherfucker down, I got up and screamed and beat on my fucking chest. I was so happy for Miguel. He got that back. You could have killed him. Drug cheats, glove cheats, referees, dirty judges, the Fantastic Four. I spoke on it. You have a fucking judge, literally, his last name is Cheatham. You can't make this up. His fucking last name is Cheatham. So to all you dirty niggas that got a problem when we point it out, I'm universal pointing it out. You are one-dimensional with your hatred.
Hello, monkeys.
You think we don't see you? We have another example of an official who openly admitted that he cheated. What makes you think Jack Reese isn't on that same page? When you got Daniel Kinahan's dirty, filthy scumbag hands in the middle of shit. Bob Arum saying he paid him millions of dollars in consulting. Well, he paid him millions of dollars in consulting fees. There's no corruption in the sport. Where's NTK Global right now? So salute to you niggas that clowned around and thought the shit was a game. They tried to kill your brother. Oh, well, you know what? He's my brother. I mean, what has he done for my people? Really? That's the type of time you on, nigga? I smell banana.
Yeah, go on! Yeah, man, come on! Yeah, man, come on! Yeah, man, come on! Yeah, man, come on! Better than that!
Listen, man. It's my link in the chat. Painful Excellence Podcast tonight, man. We got some shit to discuss. And we drop another link. This is my third channel. This is called Bear Cave Entertainment. I'm going to be discussing all my nerd shit here. Okay? There's nothing there yet. And that's all my nerd stuff. We talking about comic books, movies, video games, wrestling. We trying to grow over here. This is what we do. We're not trying to grow. We are growing. You dig? Salute to y'all. And tonight, I don't want y'all to miss me and Stormy. Noids on Culture. That's an entertainment show right there. Stormy, what we discussing tonight?
Tonight we're on the sword and sandals epics that we like. You know, our favorite sword and sandal epics. Yeah. Gladiator, Spartacus, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Man, we on our nerd right here. Yeah, this is gonna be a fun show tonight, man. So salute to y'all, everybody in the Venmo, the Zelle, the Cash App, Super Chats, man. Love y'all. Thank you for listening. And the haters, thank you for listening. Thank you for listening. Really, it's appreciated. You know, and let me tell you the power of what we do here. I have no content on Bear Cave Entertainment, and I have 66 subs. And I ain't do shit over there yet. Not yet. But when I start doing shit over there, you will not be disappointed. Much love and appreciation. They said 50 last night, 16 subs just now. This is the power of what we do here. Everybody.
Yeah, y'all can sub to me too. You know, you
exactly.
Ain't gotta be bashful. You know, sub to the sensei, man. I got some good stuff over there for you. I ain't gonna embarrass you too much. Come on over there.
Bring your nerds welcome. Nerds welcome. Let's go. Everybody can get it. I think the general's on right now. Let's head over there. And KQKC and Trill and we gonna bullshit on the Beltway. Anything. If you family, I ain't got to tell y'all twice. If you create content, do not hesitate. Put your link in my description because we support over here. I want everybody to grow. It's called a community. We love y'all. Much love and appreciation. Wrench Gang, salute.
Come on!
Van Dam's funny as fuck, man. Bronx on deck. General's on, y'all. We out. Move!